Hi BookTube, it's Stephanie. So today let's talk about what I want to read for June. So I hit a major slump in May and it was really bad. But I did get my hair done. I'm still like, in the camera, this looks so light. But like, I don't really react except for these pieces that are like, she asked if I wanted that and I said yes. But she did a great job. Like, I love it. And since I decided, like, I want to put makeup on, I was like, well, let's actually, use it. Because, yeah. But, yeah, I failed my May TBR and I rambled far enough. So let's just tilt you down and play a game. So let's decide who I will be. 4 colors, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see what color will be. Number 4. So I'm blue and my opponent is red. So let's do some mixing. Oops. Let's do some mixing. And I will need an extra prompt since I didn't complete my TBR. So my prompts are Pile of Shame in Swedish, big book. Well, thanks. Then we have, for red, book subscription box book, roll the D4, not inspired by Western culture, paranormal, classic, fantasy, a favorite, mystery, and translated. And my extra prompt is roll the D20. That feels apt. Okay, so the prompts that I need to collect before I can get home is that one, and that one. Okay, so red would have been perfect if I had been red. I'm very tempted to go like this. The problem is because I can go like that. The problem is that that means that I will get an extra prompt. Do I do that? Do I do that? This might be a bad idea. So let's see what extra prompt what prompt do I get? Roll the D8. I mean, sure, more die rolls. Okay. Here. Okay, yeah, so I can't go back. This was interesting. What am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna do like this. Because dang. Whatever. Great. And I'm moving to there. Now I'm not supposed to make life easier for myself, so I'm gonna do like that. So that I will move there. And we'll have a harder time to get to that one. But fantasy. And then we go there. Okay. I'm just gonna keep on there. Oh, I can get to the classic. And and that one and that one. Ooh, what will I do? I mean, technically for me, both of those are the same thing, a manga. I'm gonna do like this, because this way, I will collect you, and then that one, oh, whoops, that one shall be collected, and then that one will be collected next round. I'm liking to mess things up for myself, apparently. And translated, and now I will go to classic, like that, and you can go to that one, boom, and now I can get home. Okay, and what to do with you? And I'm staying, and since I'm on my way home, I can do like that. And mystery. And I'm just gonna push myself out. And I'm home. Let's go through the prompts. So the prompts I collected are mystery, pile of shame, a classic, translated, roll the D4, not inspired by Western culture, fantasy in Swedish, over 400 pages, roll the D8 and roll the D20. An eclectic bunch of prompts, so let's start to roll some die. So the D2, or 4 I mean, 3, a non-fiction. Then we have the D8, 1, SFF, but this one is specific SFF, so it needs to be a mixture between science fiction and fantasy, like for instance steampunk. I already know what to pick for that one. Maybe, it will depend. Okay, deep breath. D20. 7. By a Swedish author. I can do that. I think. Okay, last die roll. The D10s. 45, and 45 is new purchase. Okay, fine by me. So I'll be back to you with the TBR. So this went by pretty quickly, so that's great. But let's go through the books, and one of them is over there. I'll go get it when it's time for it. So I'm gonna start with the book that I waited for so that I could get out of slump, and that will fulfill fantasy, translated and not inspired by Western culture. And that is the Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World, Volume 3. I loved Volume 1 and 2. Like, I binged them and I absolutely just adore them. And this one was sold out. And I waited for it, and then it got... well, first I ordered it. It was supposed to come. Then it got cancelled because it was sold out. And then I managed to find it on Amazon, and then it took 2 weeks after that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to continue on with this, and I do have volume 4 and 5 waiting for me. Oh, and this one will also fulfill a new purchase. Now, the next one will fulfill the prompt of Swedish author and in Swedish. There it is, underneath the book. And that I have Trollkarlstorn by Patrik Bergström. This is a middle grade in which we are following some people of the eagle people, when you just translate it directly, who gets tasked by the human queen to save some books from a wizard tower because it's in danger because of a volcanic eruption. Yeah, it's a middle grade, it's short. Let's hope I can get to it. Let's see here. Then we have SFF. The only thing that I can think of that I'm even remotely in the mood for right now is a reread, and that is Please Don't Tell My Parents I'm a Supervillain by Richard Roberts. I now have all stories in this except for the novella, because the publishing house went bankrupt and then he needed to look somewhere else to be able to publish out his books. But I do have all of them. I'm not planning on rereading all of them, but I do want to reread this one, and this one will also fulfill the what's it called, r/fantasy TBR thing, which I still need to film a video for, which, okay. But yeah, and I love this series, so I am looking forward to probably listen to this one. And in that one we are following a girl called Penny, who basically has a science-based superpower, and she accidentally puts herself in a position in which she gets called, yeah, well, they say that she's a supervillain and her parents are retired heroes. I love this series. It's really fun. Then for non-fiction, I have one that I'm currently reading, and that is The Hemliga Andra Världskriget by Gavin Mortimer. The English title is World War II in Secret. And yeah, I'm almost halfway through. It's interesting. Not the worst thing I've ever read, not like the best one, but I am enjoying it, so let's just continue on with it. And that one is focused a lot on like the secret coups and like the secret training for attacks and things like that. And next, to fulfill the prompt of Pile of Shame, over 400 pages and mystery, I have Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. I have put this on my TBR before, which is why it fits for Pile of Shame. And yeah, this is one of my sister's favorite series, and she wants me to read it. And I do think I need this kind of break from fantasy a little bit, which you might have noticed with, except for, well, that's a manga. Except for that one, not really more fantasy. There's a reason I'm not in a fantasy mood, which feels weird. But yeah, this one follows Robert Langdon as he's trying to, yeah, solve the mystery of why some people have been killed. And then it's hard to describe, but basically it has to do with symbolism, religion, very intertwined. I have watched the movie, so I already know like the main plot of this, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am actually listening to this, and I can tell you this, it bugs the crap out of me because the chapters of the audiobook does not match the chapters here. So according to the audiobook, like when I look here, I'm at chapter 5, but the audiobook says I'm at chapter 3. Oh, in the beginning of chapter 3. It's so annoying. But yeah, I look forward to this. This is just over 500 pages. Then for classic. We'll see if I get to this one, because I am listening to the Da Vinci Code. That's 18 hours, over 18 hours. Now I am listening at twice speed, but It's a long audiobook. And then this one I think I will fly through, but I think I will listen to that one. So the odds of me getting to this, because I will listen to it, is a little bit low, but for that I have Lord Edgware Dies by Agatha Christie. This is the next Poirot book. And yeah, it's a Poirot book, and said Lord is probably the one that dies. What am I supposed to say? It's an Agatha Christie and Hercule Poirot. Has a 4.4 rating on Storytel, so that's good. And it's 6.5 hours long. So probably 4 hours for me, at least. But yeah, so those are the books for this TBR. I did do one version of this when I was like, no, I'm not, and I got 3 books. So I'm a little bit annoyed with myself, but I feel like I just felt like I needed to re-record it. So here we are with more books on the list. But I did actually, yeah, all the books that I picked for my first round of this actually are on here. So Supervillains, Book Cafe, and Da Vinci Code, except I didn't have the actual, this version of it. I showed you the first one. So those are the books that I have picked for this month. You probably noticed that yes, it's June, and no, I've not picked any books related to Pride. One, because of my reading mood, and yeah, I'm way too scared right now to pick something. I might not. I don't dare. But yeah, what are your reading plans for June? Please tell me down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.